Hey guys, welcome back. If you guys are new, welcome. Let's just get into it. But before I say that, happy late Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving was Thursday. Today is Saturday, bro. So I took a couple days, but yeah, let's get back into this. So the last episode, the last video that I put up, we talked about how, all the stress and the arguments and things like that turned into my labor. But I have to go back a little before this and talk about Thanksgiving of the year I was pregnant, because that's actually when it happened. Yes, it actually did happen on Thanksgiving. So every year, since I've been actually like about right before I was married, you know, and like a little before I was married, and during like every year after that, during Thanksgiving, me and my husband, we go to my sister's house. We traveled over there. Usually we go there the Thursday, and then we don't leave until maybe like the Sunday. You know, I always have Thursday and Fridays off on Thanksgiving, so that was no issue. So we usually do that. So this year I was this year that I'm talking about, I was pregnant. It wasn't bad. It wasn't like I wasn't feeling bad in my pregnancy. I was feeling good. Me and my husband, we weren't fighting too much. Like, we fought every day, but this week in particular, we weren't fighting that much or whatever. And it was like during the trip, we drive there, and it's about 2 hours. So we go, and we were in the car, and we were like sitting and kind of talking or whatever. And I was just talking because he started being kind of weird or whatever. I don't think it was like too weird, but it was like weird enough that I was like kind of mentioning it. And I mentioned like he was like, acting different. And then he was like, oh, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. And like I said, like, he's been acting different since the whole thing during Camp Hell, And so I was just like, I brought it up again one more time because I keep bringing it up and it just never does anything. So I brought it up, one more time. I'm like, you act different. You act different now. Like, and he's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, you're acting meaner to me. You're horrible and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, that was like one mistake a long time ago. It was before the marriage. I never made a mistake in the marriage. Right. And he goes and he's like, oh, well, yes, you did. You made a mistake at our friend's birthday party at the club. And I'm like, yeah, the guy kissed my hand, and like he he put his number in my phone. But I, like, after a couple days, like, I just like dubbed him. Like, it was just like, like, I didn't do anything extra or whatever. He's driving, mind you. I'm like, it's Thanksgiving, so I'm like 6 months pregnant, right? And he's like, oh, well, I saw you and him kiss. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, yeah, I was there when he kissed you and blah, 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 blah. You didn't tell me that he kissed you. You didn't say anything that he kissed you. I'm like, yeah, he kissed my hand. I told you that. He's like, no, he kissed you on the lips. And I'm just like, what? Now, mind you, this was a year ago. It was a year ago. A year and a couple days ago. And I'm just like, I was so mad, bro. I was so mad that I was like, why would you bring this up now? Like, dude, like, why wouldn't you bring it up at that moment? I didn't remember. I was just like, honestly, I don't remember. I thought he kissed my hand. That's it. And you wanted to bring that shit up when I'm 6 months pregnant. Six months pregnant. We're driving to my sister's house for Thanksgiving. And you want to bring this shit up now? That's ridiculous. Like, I was so pissed off. It was the Wednesday before Thanksgiving because we were driving at night. And I was so pissed. I was like, this is ridiculous. And I was mad as hell. I was like, I can't believe you waited a whole fucking year to mention that to me, to say something to me. I'm pregnant. You want to bring this shit up now? Like, it came into a huge argument. I'm like, why would you even say that? Like, why would you bring this shit up at this moment? And he's like, oh, but I'm over it. I'm like, what? Like, that was so horrible. I was just coming to talk to him to be like, why are you treating me so differently? Like, I didn't do anything to harm you, so, like, in such a long time, which it was indeed true, because this was a year ago. It was a whole year that this incident happened. And ever since that happened, even though I didn't know about the kiss, like, I didn't know that it was because I was wasted, guys. I was drunk, like blackout drunk. And so I didn't know the kiss happened. And to my knowledge, it wasn't anything like that. Like, it wasn't like, it's just like a little kiss on the hand or whatever. And he was just like, kind of like, I don't even know what to say, like bugging. Like, he was just like overly like too much into it. Like, it was just too much. But then he goes and keeps saying, oh, well, it doesn't matter. I'm over it or whatever. I'm like, why would you bring it up like that then? Like, all I was trying to say was that, you know, like, you kind of treated me bad and I'm pregnant. Like, you know, it hurts my feelings a lot more now because I have all these emotions and things like that. And you're like not being the best husband. And, you know, he kind of just like did a tit for tat thing when I'm just complaining, like, and my complaints I feel like are 100% valid and 100% justified. You know, I'm pregnant, like, okay, I did some, you know, like, not good things in the past, but ever since those things, like, which has been a year, it's not like it was last month and then I could be like, oh yeah, damn, you know, you can be mad at that. It's been a whole year and I haven't done anything like that at all. And you want to go and still treat me like bad, especially when I'm pregnant with your kid. I never got that. And we got into a whole nother fight again about this bullshit. For me, I think that was so dumb, and I thought it was so grimy, and I thought that was so like mischievous, you know? Like, why would you wait all the way? If you could wait a whole year, why wouldn't you wait until I was finished being pregnant? You know what I'm saying? Like, or, you know, like, why bring it up in the first place again? And he would just say like, oh, well, you were coming at me like I wasn't justified of being mean to you. But it still doesn't matter. It was a year ago and you're not justified of being mean to me still. Like, it didn't make any sense. And he just kept going. And that whole ride, I was crying all the way to my sister's house. I was crying the whole way there. And these are just little things that he did what made my pregnancy horrible. And I can't forgive him for that. Honestly, I cannot forgive him. I love him. I love him to death, you know, but I can't forgive him for making my first pregnancy miserable. And the fact that he could have harmed our kid because he made me so stressed out. Like, having high blood pressure is very, very dangerous for both the mom and the baby when you're pregnant. Like, I had to go on magnesium. Like, it was so bad. And it was all because of all of this fighting, all of this bickering and this, like, doing all of these things to me. Like, it was the worst. It was the worst experience that I had. But I'm going to make another video because I have one more thing to say about the pregnancy before I actually give birth to our son. And I hope you guys like this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell button down below, and we'll chat. Peace.